On XPX.
Yeah. That is in the actual. It's not OTC. Because the OTC derivatives, if they're longer dated, are shit. The short dated ones are really well priced. They're like the OTC derivatives can be good for occasions like this where you don't want to necessarily have any market impact. Where you can just do it in a black pool and you don't have to actually deal with anything. You just take someone else's money and you don't have market impact. Unless they actually hedge their position, which is highly unlikely because it's degenerates that are mainly playing against these OTC derivatives. The pound versus the dollar is up today. What the fuck? And Euro USD also up today. And USD yen is falling.
DXY, the dollar is falling too. That's kind of obvious, but that's quite a dip.
Dip. I'm waiting to see if the actual equities are gonna rebalance to the same levels or if they're just gonna stick with whatever this shit show is. That's the real question. Since if the equities decide to sell off and futures are left holding the bag here, then, well... Have you seen the difference, by the way, Zero?
Yeah, I have. I'm actually trying to calculate right now.
It's huge.
Yeah. It's crazy right now. It's like... Fuck. What is this? We have an outside reversal high in the Boons, Italian, the Aussie, the yen. Well, no, not so much the yen. Actually, let me double check that. Yes, the yen.
Hi, everyone. My name is Dan Grelick. I'm a developer and an artist.
I'm gonna wait for
the Bay Area as well as New York City.
The equities to
I
open,
create music with
so
code.
I can actually
I
slam
do live
on.
coding performances. We do these things called algo raves.
Holy shit! That's
and
a
if
fucking
you want to learn
lot.
more about my performances or workshops, you can go
I'm
to my
happy
website,
that I have.
yeah, so let's just jump right in. So
that
what
I
I'm going to do
held
today
that
for you all is putting together
spread instead
an
of just holding
improvised
puts.
20
Because
to
the puts are
25 minute
like down
performance,
40%,
and then we'll have
but
a
thanks
question and
to
answers
someone else holding the bag
in the
as
chat.
well.
So
Well,
what we're looking
holding
at
some
right
of my
now
risk, then
is a text editor. I can
they're down
highlight,
as much. So
this is Adam.
I'm actually up on that part of the
And
position.
how I make music with code is I use this framework called Tidal Cycles. And this is running a REPL. So I'm able to execute lines of code, and that is sent to the Tidal Cycle server, and that is used to create patterns that create sounds.
But thank God
so
I got along in crude and
I'm going to jump into a little bit of music. If you have some music theory knowledge, it's helpful.
Well,
but
it
you should be able to
That's
use
the
your
perk
ears,
of doing
and
multi-assets.
hopefully things sound good.
And also the
So,
drawback
to get
of doing
started,
multi-assets.
let's write a line of code. So I'll write
Is you
D1,
might
which is
have
the
a
first
really
channel,
good trade in
and
one
I'll say
thing, and
I'm
then
going to send
get
a
your
MIDI
face
note,
ripped off in a couple,
36,
and then
and the
you end
channel
up
will
with
be drums.
some profits for the day, but it could have been better.
And the difference between
or the other way around,
live
or
coding,
the other way
at
around.
least this framework,
You're down a
and
little bit,
maybe
but you
what
could have
you're
been down
used
a lot
to
more
running Python code or JavaScript.
if it wasn't
Rather
for
than
the
running
other
the whole
assets.
file, we actually just
Yeah,
run
no,
one line at a time. So you can see where my cursor, where I've highlighted. this is actually what's going to evaluate. So let me run this with a
4R
key command.
right now.
Cool. So you should be able to hear drums
Nice.
now.
Harvey, why
And
you
this
always
is-
like
I'm
the
gonna turn it down a little
butt
bit.
clenching?
So this is a drum sample
things?
that's playing in Ableton.
You think
which is a
it's the
DAW, a
Christmas
digital
rally
audio
of the century
workstation,
or what?
and this MIDI note is associated to a kick drum.
Like in Harvey
And we can go through the different samples,
having a field day here.
and let's maybe leave it at 42.
Or
Cool, that's a hi-hat
in here
with a little bit of reverb.
But
So
for
what
that
you can do
person
is you
said
can
that the
put
dollar index
multiple
doesn't
notes in
correlate
these
with
brackets.
the ES anymore.
You can also use some
Sucks to be
multiplication.
him. That's why it took so long.
You see I'm changing the code and then running, I'm executing it. We can go back to 2.
What does it correlate to now then?
So I'm actually going to keep it at the bass
No,
drum.
you're saying that there's no more correlation and
that's a
there's
snare.
no more
Let's go
or
back to kick.
inverse correlation
Cool.
or whatever.
Um,
I
let's
conceded
add
and
some
I said you're right.
synthesizers.
Thanks for
if you know me,
thanks
you
for
know that
letting
I
me
love
know.
synths.
And
If
I
you don't
just-
know what a
I don't have
synthesizer is,
time
it's
to
pretty much
do
a way
about
to
that.
generate sounds by having oscillators. Well, anyways, talk to me.
Sorry,
Well,
I'm a
Happy to
little
talk
bit,
all day about synths. So this is a
short
same MIDI note
right now
36,
because
this is
I'm
a
sick,
C,
so
and it's going to be
Well,
sent
I
to
am
this
as well.
channel synth. Let's see what this sounds
Welcome
like.
to the club. I have been since
Pretty
Friday.
loud, so let's turn that down.
oh fuck.
I also have a MIDI
That's-
controller here that helps me control some of the levels.
Can barely breathe. So
So what we can also do is we can say we
always a
can
perp.
change the pitch of this note. So going up, these are all semitones. So
now ES
imagine we're on a piano
continues to rip.
keyboard.
What in the 7 fucks?
We're going up chromatically. This is an octave. 12 is an
The
octave.
buying train is on again.
We can alternate
All the
between
people
the bass
who were
note, the
selling
root,
or
and the
who were
octave.
covering their
So
loans
between
are
each
done.
cycle,
most likely.
it actually alternates between the notes. So now let me add another synthesizer. So the MIDI note will be 60, so it's a C that's a few octaves higher. The channel's gonna be lead. It's like a lead synth.
What do you mean? Why you have to switch?
And let's
to
actually
synth?
just copy this.
Because it's seated. Because
Cool.
we looked at
So let's actually bring in a sample now.
900, sorry.
Let's comment this out.
1,000, so I have to search the sim if I want to mess around.
Let's say I want the sample.
You know, like.
It's a
with
Donna
their-
Summer sample.
I'm switching a sim, meaning I don't want.
So now we have a
actually
little bit
run
more of a
something
vibe.
and-
I think at this point-
You know what I'm saying? Can't exceed that octability marker or whatever. Interesting. All that going now.
Man, I don't get it. How people can sit there and pretend they understand how the fuck, make a fucking cup and handle and think it actually has any fucking thesis of working. You know? I mean, I guess you get like where you're wrong, but besides that, I don't know. It's a bit weird.
Talking about right now.
I know. I saw someone sent a picture of a fucking cup and handle like 1 minute before fucking
Oh,
the CPI, and they just like went on and said, "Oh, it's an obvious cup and handle." It's like, what do you mean? Like, and I said they went all in on the like. I didn't even go all in. Like, I went for really big size, but that's because I was short in the other end. I didn't want to fucking get fucked if I was wrong, because I knew that could fucking rip the face immediately. Actually, it seems like they have balanced out the continuous equity contract. It's actually pretty similar now to. It's still 30 points off. So, but this has to balance 0. Like, there's no way. There's no way that the equities, like the combined equities, like of SPY, if you would put it at the same dollar terms as ES, it's currently at 4,098, 4,100 right now, this second. And the difference,
4,100, you said?
yeah. It's 34 points difference between the March contract and the actual underlying equities. Someone is fucking smoking spliffs in here because they're high as a fucking tree. Obviously. But how the fuck can there be a difference of that much?
Why is there such a big difference?
I mean, someone said that there's a huge difference between the December and the March contracts because of interest rates, but because you're carrying the carrying yield or whatever. I can't remember what it's called. My English vocabulary sucks. I guess it's the short answer. But time value.
I think FT71 retweeted.
I mean, the problem, Jasser, though, if you're using like cup and handles as your only metric to trading, that's why I was laughing at it. Like using a trend line to validate a channel or a fib to get a measure of where it could possibly go. It's not a definitive answer, and you're missing moon phases. Well, can concur more.
Let's see how this is.
How many people are commenting about this shit now? It's so weird.
I'm gonna take a quick break and be right back. Yeah, I'll be right back. Someone fucking talk to this clown or kick him out of my ring. Makes sense. This clown.
Which
Fucking-
clown?
There's only one clown in history.
Oh, I can't do it for you. I don't have the permission. Why are you sad? Worlds, did you short? Okay, the spreads are going back to normal. know why there's such huge spreads right now after the event. Like, they're massive. Like, absolutely horrendous. Like I said earlier, Jasper, I think like he's gonna definitely put the fucking water hose on the market after this. Like, there's no way like they're gonna accept everything fucking just rallying to fucking moon. That doesn't give confidence in reducing price levels or stabilizing prices. That's Powell right now. He's about to fucking give the boots to stomp some confidence out of these investors. But it's not that which I'm referring to, Worlds. I'm referring to, like, if you're holding, okay, I'm not saying the difference between the December contract and the March contract. I'm saying the difference between the March contract and the actual underlying equities. Because if you're looking at the index of S&P 500, the actual index value is currently at 4,108, while the March contract is at 4,143. And that is just not natural for it to be, because that actually has, like, those companies actually pay out the dividend. So it should reflect, like, the cash value should be the same as the actual futures for March, but it's more correlated towards the December contract, even though it's not traded, which is weird. So I think there's going to be some kind of rebalancing in the next few weeks, where either with like the futures basically don't move and equities catch up, or the other way around. There's no, like, usually these are 100% correlated. There's not huge discrepancy, like, it's a big difference. That's like almost a percent difference between the different components. And that's why it's weird, because it's a huge arbitrage. If you're looking to, like, you could literally buy equities now and short the futures, and you could be holding it for forever. You don't, like, if you buy enough size. Since it's a like, the leverage position is pretty, like, you can balance it out pretty well and do some dynamic hedging until you basically make a lot of profits on the movement. That's why it doesn't make sense for me. I don't have enough capital to actually, like, trade in the manner to both short ES and buy, like, let's say buy 100, like, short 100 lots of ES and then buy equivalent of 100 lots of ES in the open market and just collect dividends and other shit on it. Yeah, but you should not price it in like that, though, Jasper. That's really odd. If the futures are supposed to reflect the underlying asset. Like, sure, it's supposed to reflect it with dividends, maybe, but I don't think the difference is that huge. I don't know. I haven't actually found a formula for calculating the time value of futures. Fucking give me a second. I need to look this up. Basically, they are doing an NPV, like net present value of the asset, and then determining it by that. I mean, sure, it could be done by doing that and accounting for interest rates and market risk and whatnot. Or time value of money, to be very specific. Okay. Well, that helps out a little bit, Gecko, to be honest. You're saying, like, but, like, I don't get it why it's, like, that big of a difference. Like, I can't see it myself. Like, there's, like, almost 2% of, like, currently, you could basically arb going short the futures and long the underlying in that case. I mean, not instantaneously. It's still like a risk arbitrage strategy where you have to basically have the two products convene. Oh. I did not know that, Gecko, to be honest. So thank you for enlightening me. It could also be that because of the CPI, they are expecting a pivot from the Fed and whatnot. So they're expecting a higher price in the future. Which might be wrong, and it might be right. We'll just have to wait and see. If we get a cold shower and the index drops 5% tomorrow, then, well, I'll be happy. I bought the 0 days till expiry calls, Imperator. I bought them this morning because ES was basically stabilizing, and during the night there was not a lot of action. Right during EU Open, the price of the OTC call options, which were 0 days till expiry, were really cheap. So there was an opportunity to buy them for a lot less than you could buy them in the open market. I don't know if there was someone who wanted to get rid of risk on who sold to the broker, and the broker was just holding the shit. I don't know, but I picked them up really cheap. I think it was the cheapest price the OTC broker sold them for today.
How's it
which
going?
is, well, it's good. My put spread is a bit fucked, but I made 553% on 0 days till expiry calls that I bought this morning on Europe Open.
Right before the news, huh?
No. I bought it 9 a.m. my time, which is like 3 a.m. Eastern Standard.
Fucking nice.
I bought them OTC, so.
You have any levels around here? Because I am struggling to find some.
51 technically could be a good short, or 79.
79, huh?
Yes, it depends how we behave in this region.
Let's see. 29 is also a level, right?
Yeah, I got 2950.
I'm trying to figure out where that level came from.
March 15th.
March 15th.
Yeah, it also kind of goes with June 18. Give or take.
Oh, that swing low. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Do you see how it pushed, it tried to break it on the 10th, right? Came back, held, came back, and then see how it tucked its little head, and then it just went up.
4070. Oh. On the composite, we're just at a higher time frame. Okay. Higher time frame high node. Interesting. Yeah, this is going to be some interesting action to say the least.
And the composite's almost thrown out.
I'll be
I
right.
think it's,
You know what I mean?
I don't think it's the most useful either.
Well, it's just so far back in time that volume is. It's not really. It's not fresh. That's for damn fucking sure. Like the next volume is September 12th, right? $41.75 was that pivot of September 13.
4100.
41.75.
So 4100 is also a low node.
It's not interesting
4150.
how it
Yeah,
stopped right on
4150.
that almost. 41.75.
I have a level at 4110, but we'll see how that works.
$41.10's pretty deep.
I'm seriously considering getting a freaking unsecured loan and just buying stocks for the next 3 years and just financing whatever interest I gotta pay on it.
Have you looked at Facebook lately? Or where are they going?
Facebook?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you think
to the
Facebook's
ground.
gonna go? Do you think they're going under?
Doesn't look good.
The chart, because everybody's selling. Zuckerberg's selling. He's just trying to get his paycheck. Where do you think Facebook's going with all these?
I don't
You'd
know.
you'd have to have some pretty good fucking product to convert everybody. How many people have tried to convert people off of Facebook onto whatever? Like they're just like they're not even the same product. You get what I'm trying to say? So where do you think they're going? They're not going anywhere. This is a deep discount for Facebook. I don't know if it's quite ready, but all the cool kids are on Snap and TikTok. Yeah, but that's not... Is that the same product? Do you see what I mean? And then you got all these old people that just won't change. Like, they won't get off of Facebook and go to TikTok. Because, like, that's not what they're looking for. They're not looking for that. They're looking for... Look at my glamorous family. And then they go and fucking hang out in their garage. I'm just saying that the product is pretty stable in a sense. I don't know, where is the ad revenue coming from? TikTok? On Facebook, you're saying? Where is their ad revenue coming from? Straight up from Google. You gotta imagine that the masses make up, even if it's 1 penny per person is enough to do the job. Not to be that old. You guys may be thinking about like 70-year-olds. What about 50-year-olds that have like 20 years to go? 60-year-olds that have 10 years to go? 10 years, you guys, some of you guys won't even be trading. Years is a fuck long time, man. Some of you guys weren't even at a fucking preschool or whatever, like the elementary school 10 years ago. Yeah, you got a good point there, Nico. The buying and selling side of things is doing pretty. They're doing pretty well with that.
I just exited my crude oil long.
Turn up your mic, please.
I don't know how I'm using a. Hold on.
You ready
It's
to rumble?
as high as it can be. Can you hear me or no?
No.
Try turning it on from your side, because there's nothing I can do on my side.
Speak into the mic.
I think you're
It's-
maxed out here.
Yeah.
Well, 140% currently. Me. I don't know. I can hear you fine though.
Hey, Risky.
Yes.
You thinking there's going to be a massive short opportunity right at the open?
I don't see a reason why though, because Powell is speaking tomorrow, so most likely, I would bet there's gonna be a pullback, but I don't know if it's gonna be massive. But 10 points is all you need, I guess. So
Yeah, I could see this going
Yeah.
back like 30 points.
We
not
have
gonna-
Biden talking at 10 a.m. about the CPI.
Who?
The president of the United States.
Ah,
It's not that big a deal. He's kind of stupid. He's a little slow.
old
old.
Joey, old Joey.
I can't believe.
as long as he makes the market go down to the area I want to get long, I will be happy with his words.
Not American, but talk about the best of the worst case scenario for him.
What's malarkey?
Just the thing that World's posted. Even the word malarkey. Who uses the word malarkey unless you're over 70?
Did he really say malarkey?
I don't know. It
What
looks
does
like
that
it.
even mean?
I have
means
no
like-
idea.
Malarkey,
like
it means
bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It means like you're like it's just bullshit
Yeah,
Hmm.
like I could. It's
or fake. Bullshit,
yeah, like
fake, false.
malarkey.
like
What do you think that is? You think that's Irish?
Is it like saying
What-
fake news?
Yes, but in a very white way to say it, right? Like malarkey. Only white people say malarkey.
Really?
Old white people.
I'm pretty sure fake news is the whitest way to say fake news. I'm just saying. Super white guy said
Nonsense.
that.
There was actually a short opportunity right as I got back from the shop at 8:24:21. That's right before the volume started picking up, and there were
Irish. Look at that.
non-stop selling.
It is Irish. Wow. Oh, Jazzer, how's that snow treating you?
For me, it's treating me fine, but
Yeah, it's wet and
Crazy
shitty and
snow.
fucking heavy as fuck.
yeah. I mean, Jasper's in the UK, so it's paying like I think it was yesterday. The electricity price was up to like 1.8 pounds per kilowatt hour or something shit like that.
It's fucked that it fluctuates per day. Like,
Yeah.
Your bills must be impossible to read.
It's just citation of the average price per day.
They estimate
so-
it? No, they can't even. how do they
No,
even-
I mean either like
One minute.
depending on what price plan you have. If you have like a spot price, then they charge you whatever the spot price is that day.
But how do they read your consumption? That's the part that's the estimation.
It's electronically tapped. They have like a box on
Still
every
need a
fucking
reader
house.
to go from house to house.
No.
If
They
you're
have it.
running into employment problems.
They have it electronically wired. In Sweden, they have it like you basically install a box
Telephone?
that trans. Yeah,
on the
no,
telephone line, or how would they?
I can't remember how it's transmitted. It's smart
Okay. Well, I don't think
smart.
that really.
It's smart meters, just like Ryu says.
Yeah, no. We have smart meters here, but you still have to physically go and read the fucking thing or drive by or whatever. Like it's still like
They
a
don't.
Wi-Fi
They don't. They
signal or
don't do.
whatever.
They don't do that. They don't do that at all.
5 seconds.
Sounds like a bomb's going off. 5 seconds. 2 seconds.
I missed the best short opportunity there was. What a fucking dick I am sometimes when by missing shit like this.
We talked about it, Risky. How awesome you
How
are.
much
I
of
mean-
a dick he is?
No,
Yeah.
no, about the short. We were saying up there, like, isn't this a good short?
And I
Oh,
agree.
no, see.
I agree with that statement as well. But that's
Oh,
Alright, so you agree that you're a dick, and you agree that the short was a good idea?
mhm. I don't like
Disagree.
sweep that. I don't sweep that under the rug that I'm a dick. That's
if I could be a dick and trade 100 contracts, I'd be the biggest fucking dick in the world.
I mean, we're
With
down
balls.
20. We're down 20 points roughly from where we were talking about it. So
Oh, big moves, eh?
We literally said 50 was a level, but I'm gonna stick with my plan because I get fucked whenever I deviate from my plan.
oh, we're down exactly now. We're down 20 points. We touched 20 points down, and
It's just lagging.
Sorry,
welcome
like
to
your
third world internet.
I don't know. My Sierra's fucking lagging like crazy.
Yeah, me too. I can't move my charger or anything.
Is that normal for Sierra? Like, is that because of usage, like across the board? What?
I don't know. I've never experienced that much. Maybe like yesterday and today, and that was about it. But
I can
Well,
understand
buying-
your third world internet, but I mean, is that a Sierra problem? Like,
I don't think it is a Sierra problem. I don't even think. Well, actually, I don't know. My internet's fine. I'm at a co-working space. My trading view looks fine.
How much do you pay for the co-working space?
This one is like 3,000 a month. 3,000 US dollars a month.
Jesus.
That's fucking
3,000,
expensive.
like what, American?
What the fuck?
American.
That's fucking crazy. Like the best
is.
one I have in like the most expensive one I have in the city where I live is $350 a month.
Yeah, because it's called
Yeah.
co. It's a co. Think about
And
how
that's-
many people are going in
and that-
there.
And that's a fixed spot on the area as well.
You guys
For
are missing
350.
something though, right? Like it's co-working space, but it depends on the city. You go co-working space in New York, it's just gonna cost you an arm and a leg too.
Yeah. That much I understand. Where do you do it currently? Like, where do you live currently?
This is Hong Kong.
Okay, then I understand why it's cost you an arm and a leg.
This one is I think it's a local one. I don't think it's like WeWork or any of that junk. Or Crown or
I have one that's called First Office in Sweden. That's the one
Mhm.
which cost me $350 a month if I would use it.
Don't you have like a university library that you could use for free?
Yeah, but like if I want, if I want to
Sorry.
like, if I want
Isn't there
to
a,
say,
isn't there a Hong Kong university you could use for free?
he just has to sign up for some fucking lectures and then he's fine. And he can go in
Fuck
there to
up,
the library.
man. Just get a no, man. You guys are.
We can
get
just
a
bar,
he,
man.
he can just sign up and then he's fine.
And no, you could just get a bootleg fucking card and just scan in. Nobody's gonna fucking notice.
If there's
Oh, is that
trading
easy?
and trading and
What do you guys
Bootleg
see?
ID card. I see a fucking Trace.
I see a long.
We're down 30 points now. So, you happy?
Oh,
Yes.
no.
No. What
This
do you
is why I
mean, Harvey?
sold. What?
What do you mean, Harvey? Why are you not happy? Why you have to be greedy?
It's in my nature.
Yeah, but you're not like just a little bit greedy. You're very greedy right now.
Yeah, no, I got the greed on the other side too. Even yeah, no, I got it on both sides. It's really bad. It was partly the way I've been trained.
We're basically at a semi-low volume node here. Let's fucking.
Yeah, 21s.
Yeah, well at 21s, yeah. I tried to hit it one time at 20, but like I chicken shitted out at 24.
How big is this move? 20 ticks.
Right, it's fucking hammering and bleeding all over the fucking place.
Yeah, there's a lot of distribution here, right? Like it's gonna want to fill some of this shit in.
Lucky for me, the puts work the same way that like the way options trade, it works similar to the way that Zero likes to trade futures, where it's not first in, first out.
It's hot.
It's not like they don't trade it in that way.
Mm,
You get to choose which one you take out. A lot of the futures brokers like have the first in, first out premise,
shit.
which kind of fucks up. Like it fucks up your psychology. Like even
Yep.
if you're in a profit of an overall trade that you like trade around a core position or whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
This is difficult. I wanna go long here, but it's gonna fucking
Oh
vomit.
Jesus!
It's gonna vomit.
That was a vomit.
Are the futures and the underlying actually converging now? They are. Equities and the March contract are converging slightly. The spread is not as big as it was before. It's 2 points smaller now. Not a lot, but wasn't expecting it to resolve a 30-point plus gap between the equities and the March contract.
Is this the same co-working space you were at before, Zero?
It lives in a different country right now, I think.
No, this I've been here before when I was talking to you guys.
Is this the one? What I'm getting at is this the one with the free fucking beers?
It is.
Oh, he's gonna get hammered now.
Well, there you go, Ryan.
No, I'm
You should make a
sick.
trip over there because you guys aren't that far apart. He's got free beers.
He was actually closer when I was in Thailand.
I know. I'm sure he was like,
Yeah.
I don't even know. How long would it take? Like an hour? 2 hours?
I think 2 hours.
Guys, want to know something funny?
Hmm.
The option I sold earlier, it's priced at 20 now, and I sold it at 80, and I bought it at 14.50 this morning.
You still would have.
Yeah, but like I would have lost out on like 80% profits or something like that. It's down 76% from where I sold it. That's poor fucker who bought that position. Like I feel bad for him.
No, you don't.
No, but like no, I obviously wanted the money more than him. You know,
Definitely.
or I would not have sold it. But
Not
you
to
get
be blunt, but no, you don't.
fuck.
Call your bullshit out all day, man.
Fuck off. Let me at least have some sympathy for the guy. But like
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
in the end, everyone is in here for the same reason, to steal someone else's money. So like, you kind of have to
It's
take
not
it with a grain
stealing
of
if they
salt.
give it to you.
Oh, like, okay. This is the funniest thing. Like, I heard from a old guy that's like
The break.
a old guy that I know who's been well, trading / investing in stocks, not day trading, but more like position trading or swing trading or whatever you want to call it. He said the stock market is a way for smart people to basically scam the poor and dumb. It's the easiest way to like. Usually, like okay, in Sweden we have an example. It's a bit like the middle class or the upper white middle class have a bit of a joke about Albanians and a bunch of other like different cultures that have a tendency to like do stupid shit correlated to crime. And basically they make a bunch of drug money and then they clean it and then they put it in the stock market and then we take it.
Back to you.
Yeah. So they clean it for us. We don't need to do money laundering, you know? They can sell all the drugs and do whatever they want and then launder it and then we can take it freely. That works for me at least. So it's funny. I don't know if you were in you were here, Harvey, when I spoke about the way I was cleaning my money through the CFD broker.
No, I might have missed it.
My crypto. Basically, my CFD brokers.
Okay, the cryptos. Yeah.
Yeah, my
Well,
CFD
go ahead,
broker.
tell me again though, because it was interesting.
Yeah, my CFD broker. Like, they don't question any of my deposits whatsoever. So basically, I got them to verify my bank account. So I have been making profits on the CFD account and then transferring the money, like the original sum of money that I put in there, I have withdrawn to my actual bank account. It's just the profits that are in the actual CFD brokerage account.
Sorry,
So
but then
basic,
how did you fund the CFD? By
the CFD, but like I basically deposited money to a debit card, a crypto debit card, and then a prepaid card.
Debit. Okay, a crypto prepaid. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
So
just a prepaid.
Yeah.
Crypto. Okay.
Yeah. And then I transferred that money to the CFD broker, and then I used the CFD broker's greediness because they expect you to just blow up. So they don't care where their money comes from. They're just happy to take it, whatever you bring. So in this case, I managed to make profits on the account, and then I withdrew the money.
Right,
so
but then that's income right as it comes
yeah,
into your account. But at least it's washed that crypto money.
Like it's mixed with like profits from CFD trading, so I will be having to pay taxes on the amount that is actually profits. But the rest of the money they don't question. So I don't really care. Because they are one of them, like they have like this institute of CFD trading have a cooperation with my equivalent of the IRS, and basically they transmit all their transactions, like all their like profit transactions that their clients make and losses every single day.
So you have a crypto wallet.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any crypto holdings right now, or you just have a crypto wallet with proceeds?
No. I don't have, like, I have just USDT in the actual crypto wallet. I don't hold any Ethereum and whatnot. I don't believe in that shit right now. It's going down if it's going anywhere right now. I don't want to speculate in crypto right now. It's too much of a hated space right now for me to even look at it.
Yeah, no, I was kind of
But yes,
Oh, it was just how the money is sitting there, and then you have to
I basically have my money stored in a cold storage wallet, which is basically just a USB drive, more or less.
Right, which is actually. Yeah.
And then I transfer that to my to one of the accounts that I can deposit the money into a Visa debit card, and then I just use it.
Exactly. So
and I can use it for my monthly expenses and whatnot if I
don't know
want to.
much about crypto wallets. Is there it's not cash in the crypto wallet?
I mean, you can in the crypto wallet, you just deposit whatever coins you have.
It's always coins, so it's not cash.
Yeah,
you have to bring it back out to make it cash.
You have to deposit it to the debit card, and then it gets translated to whatever currency you choose it to be. So let's say you want it to be in euros or Canadian dollars or US dollars, whatever you want. They pretty much have an answer to it. So you just set whatever the debit card's currency is, and then you transfer the amount you want from your cold storage wallet to your exchange wallet. Because they have a wallet, just like every exchange has a account or whatever, and then you transfer the money from the exchange account to your actual Visa card, and then it's in the Visa holdings instead of in the exchange. So basically, you just put the risk on someone else in this case, and technically you're laundering money through legitimate fucking businesses, which is really fucking weird that it works.
Yeah, it's the blind eye.
I mean, I guess
it's the blind eye because they really don't give a shit because you're still going to pay income tax.
I mean, in this case,
the only time they really, really care is when you're not giving them their cut.
I mean, they're not getting their cut. Technically, this money is 100% taxable. Like the money I have deposited is 100% taxable.
That's what I'm saying. The government, the only person that cares is the government.
Yeah.
As long as they get their cut, nobody else, it's whatever. It is what it is.
I mean, in this case, the government will still get the cut of the taxes. The problem is just they won't get the full cut of it. Which
some is better than nothing. That's what they see it as. Fucking who cares? $10 is better than nothing.
Maybe.
We'll get you on the rest of it later. How about that?
They will, one way or another.
Exactly.
It's kind of funny how we bounced, we ripped all the way down, and then we stopped at 12s, then bounced up. So we are up 20 points from there. But it's not been amazingly fast rip up. So we've ripped 30 points down, 20 up. Everybody happy and everybody made money? Or everybody mad and lost money? I'm just asking. I want us to check, because we had a 50-point range so far since the open. Or technically 50 points of profits. A little bit more, but... One up. I'm gonna actually count make statistics of this room. See the average up or down day. I'm up, but did not like the drawdown. Okay, well, shit happens, my guy. Nothing you can do about that. I mean, technically, I'm down 43 grand on my put spreads, but that's life. I mean, it's always funny to look at it. The statistics of people. Harvey, up or down?
You talking about for the day or
Yeah, for the day.
no?
We have so far 3 people that are up for the day that I know. You're up, Zero. I heard it before.
Nope.
World's up. That's 4 people.
Mm.
Anyone else want to contribute? I'm up as well, so 6 people.
Were you just trying to see who's how many people are up or down in the room?
Yeah. I'm just trying to like take note of. I don't care who is actually up or down. I'm just comparing like the statistics of who is up and who's down. Flat. So 2, no change so far. 7 with up day. That's good so far. No trades. 3 that have no trades. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing to not have any trades, by the way. I'm just interested in the statistics. If people are up or down. I think I'm gonna do a daily thing of it. First one down. Well, you're probably gonna get at it again, Seren. You seem to be making pretty good money recently.
Who?
Said N8.
Hmm.
He seems to have been improving continuously. Up. Like his account is funded. So, and he's up. According to what he's saying, I don't know. I'm not logged into it. And I'm not gonna log into it now. I will do in like end of month. I'll give you an update. He's up like 0.5% on the account value. So on starting balance. The thing is, Belisarius, I passed the combine for him, so it's not really legit in that regard. So, but he made like 1 trade and fucking massive profits on it. Since he has no consistency rule, it doesn't matter. He's only traded 1 day on it, so he made 0.5%.
Which combine is this?
200k account.
For what?
Earn to trade.
Really? There's no consistency rule on earn to trade?
Not when you're funded.
Oh wow.
Hey, Risky, didn't you see a long at
12s?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it. I just couldn't take it. Like I was not having
Okay.
the rules was not consistent enough for me to take it, and I was hesitating. So I did not want to burn my fingers. Like I did not
Got it.
feel like I don't know. I have been kind of hesitating on taking trades certain points.
Okay.
One of I don't know. I've been working
normal.
because like right there at 12s, you had
Mhm.
a divergence in the uptake downtick, meaning that you had upticking, you had more market buy orders than market sell orders, but you were having higher volume than I like.
Yeah.
Usually, I would like lower volume at the region of consolidation to basically give you a okay, let's say like these large buyers stepped away. Like if you want to keep your risk as tight as possible, Zero, just for bear with me here. Just pretend you're playing with max stop size of 8 ticks. If you're having some large player immediately like flat their position with like 500-600 lots, it could immediately slap back against you. So that's the problem when you have high volume trading in the region where you want to trade. If you want to keep your risk at 8 ticks. If you don't really care or you're already up for the day, so you don't mind if, like, let's say you're trading like you're doing. Like that position would have been like, okay, let's say you took profits earlier and it would come back to that region. I don't know what your average position value is, like your average entry is. But let's say like you were coming into this region and you were saying, "Oh, I'm willing to give it, let's say, I don't know, 5 points maybe of risk on it." Because you're up so much that if you're re-adding, let's say you had 4 contracts from the beginning, you took off 2 where you took off some earlier, and then you would re-add 1 here. Or double, I don't know, whatever you want to do. And let's say you set 5 points of risk, which is VWAP, like full session VWAP, which is a reasonable thing to do, in my opinion. Like if you're trading the way you're trading. I mean, I just realized that there's so many ways of trading, so I don't bother even arguing with people anymore. There's just no point to it anymore.
No, I see what you're saying as far as that entry goes. I was just wondering because, like, I saw that I was like, oh, I'm fairly certain you would have taken that.
The only problem is the volume. Like I would have hit it if it wasn't for the volume. The volume was the only thing that like discouraged me from taking that trade. Like it was in a region of interest and based on a prior volume profile. But I bet we're gonna just stay in balance. Like we made a fucking huge move. Like the balance is maybe wide, maybe 30, 40 points, but so I'm not saying that it's not possible to make a lot of money. I would say like even if you're trading the way you're trading, Zero, I think 30 points is more than enough.
Yeah.
So
fuck yeah. In that short period of time, you fucking take your money and run.
Yeah. But the point being is just like that a lot of people get kind of discouraged when they're looking at these kind of movements.
Yeah.
Like either I'm not gonna be able to catch the next move, or they're more worried about what happened than what will happen, so to speak. And it's kind of like fucking up people's mentality. That's one thing I noticed over the time. Okay, nice.
I agree.
Nice trade there with the 625 worlds. What was that? A short or long? I'm wondering, like, are actually people like I was thinking about just doing it for fun, just seeing if you could do some kind of like I was thinking about like a cash flow thing by setting up a system to pass combines, just and take like say let's pay $50 for you to pass your combine. Fucking just set up a copy trader and just fucking go hem, like go completely nuts. Just take 100 accounts and just fucking pass 100 accounts at a time. Would fucking make Earn to Trade and Top Step go bankrupt, but that's a different fucking story. Since it doesn't account for market risk at all, like you could technically take on how many accounts you want. Someone else is paying for the risk. No. He wants to actually like pass the combine and then do 10 accounts, which he does because they basically pay out the difference since they don't actually take the position in the live markets. But this would only be to pass the combines. Because if you're doing like, let's say you're doing, I don't know, $50 and you're doing 100 accounts, it's still $5,000 for basically no work. If I'm just copy trading one account, that it's doing exactly what I'm doing on another account, just with a lot lower size. I don't know why Numbers hasn't been on for a while. He doesn't answer me either, so why he hasn't been on. I don't know if he's not feeling it or if he's doing something else.
Oh fuck! Thanks for reminding me. I gotta answer numbers. Not numbers. Frozen.
He asked the same question or what?
No, he wanted me. I asked him to do some topics on trading to talk to the room about for this room, so that you know, it's the same thing I talked to you about. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just have so much to do until. I mean,
No,
I'm
I
pretty
get it.
much. My schedule is pretty much totally fucked until midsummer, like July.
Yeah.
And
no
in
worries.
July, no, I don't have finals in that regard. I have corporate finance on Friday. I have a course in corporate finance that I have. It's pretty simple, to be honest. Because I have finals and then I have my thesis that's going to be delivered in June. And then I have one course that I haven't passed because I did not focus on it. So I have to redo that exam. Yeah, the thesis for the bachelor is due in like end of May. But it's going to be like you have the whole opposition thing where you basically. Yeah. Well, I have, but I'm serious. Believe it or not, when you're lazy and you don't want to do the work, and you I mean, but I'm serious. It's a question of what's have more priority: making 150 grand that week when the volatility is high, or passing a course which I could pretty much do if I just put a week down of my time when volatility is low. And I rather do the exam like in August after the summer volatility, because during the summer I can study like during the EU Open because there's nothing happening. No, I don't have to retake the class. I just have to redo the exam. The actual projects in the course is done, but the exam is not passed, and I can't be bothered to read it right now. I don't want to do it, so I'm just shuffling it forward because I don't want to deal with it. Where the fuck did these sellers come from?
Yeah. Good thing I took profit.
Yeah, I saw. But like the main move started like if you're looking at the volume distribution, basically the move started at 2 minutes, like 9:58. The selling started, and then it was non-stop selling with ramping volume until 10:02, and now the volume is decreasing and it's actually buying. I mean, look at this then. Like, look at this. This is fucked up. Like.
Whoa,
This
whoa,
is just.
whoa.
What?
I know,
What
it
happened?
just dropped pretty crazy.
Like, look at that. Look at this here. Like, volume basically non-existent all through here. Which is from 9:58 roughly. Like, technically right around 9:58. It swapped from almost no volume and then it's just consistent selling. Like, just some fucking crazy. Here the volume went pretty nuts. I mean, technically the entire OPEX week is like this. So I'm not like very concerned that it's different. It's just weird trading it.
I was gonna ask you guys, is there a thing that we should know about for contract rules?
What like regarding what?
Like, how do you adapt to contract rules, like just breaking all of your charts?
I mean, like, how does it break your charts? In what regard does it break your charts? Like, does it break your volume profile, or do you mean like you want to roll? Like,
Yeah, like,
either. Yeah.
like right now, like the only way I'm seeing like these shorts is that when we go up at certain points of interest, I notice that we go up on like really low volume, and when we come back down, like from 132 to 128, like for intraday volume is like what I'm noticing is like there are buyers in the area, but it's just really like really weak buyers. Like there's no like sellers, so they're just waiting for higher, and that's what I noticed when they re-enter. The volume just spikes out.
I mean,
But like,
one thing that could be a problem here is that a lot of people are rolling over. So basically, whenever it's peaking, in one of the contracts where they're basically approaching in a region where people who are long in either contract via options, like let's just say like let's break it down to simpler terms. Like if you are sitting with calls, for example, and you're sitting in one of the contracts, would you rather like close out the contracts and wait for price to go down so you can buy it at a cheaper price and roll it for cheaper in the future, or do you want to roll it instantaneously? Like it's something like a lot of people don't think about is that you can choose to just close out one part of the contract and not roll it immediately. Which is something I saw people doing. So one of the things which is not useful with the system that me and numbers pay for is specifically the rollover, where you see it's like a let's say it's a spread order. Like they're choosing to close out one contract and roll one while also creating a spread. It's kind of useless data because I saw orders that are being closed and then it takes a while price retraces, so the call options for the equivalent strike, but 3 months further out, they wait for it to get cheaper by the actual price dipping, and then you see this massive fucking volume in ES when it drops down to a certain volume where they're interested in buying. And that's basically options volume. Some of these spikes here in the ES is actually options volume that's being filled, which is weird because they're rolling over from December contract to March in some of the trades, but it's not instantaneous.
Kneel over the day.
I'll be back.
Hey guys, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be back.
okay.
Really weird profile we're creating. kind of filling in some of the regions where we were trading previously, like right after the news. It's not really doing a whole lot in reality. Filled in LDN around 20s, and then we touched an LVN at 107. That was actually a decent opportunity to go long, but I did not grab it. I missed it. I did not have like full confirmation on volume either on this one, which is sad, but I guess it went pretty far. 10 points plus. Man, Specs, you must be up big today. Specs?
Nah, I got chopped right here. And I missed the first long of the day. It's kind of sad.
But weren't you short biased?
No, I was long biased.
But you
At-
said
at
you said we were
4-110.
gonna. Yeah, but you said we were gonna have like a 30-point drop or something like that. You got a 30-point drop.
I did,
got-
but I was looking for the long. The long at like 13, but I missed it by 2 ticks. Would have ran 20 points. 13. Anyway,
Well, shit happens.
yeah, it's not a big deal. I haven't been able to trade right lately. It's been tough.
I mean, trading is tough. That's part of the job, sadly. This was such a bait, this area where we're trading right now, the last, like, 2 minutes. It's like consolidating, no volume, basically swapping from down-ticking to up-ticking. So it's showing the signs that we're going up, but I'm not sure if it's a bait or if it's actually gonna follow through. Should be a decent trade to 37s if we're lucky. If it actually goes. But it's not a region of interest for me to trade, so FYI. That's the reason why I'm not taking it, even though there's technically a signal. Like, right here is where it actually swaps. Where you have the signal to hit it. But I'm thinking it's gonna be a bait and then a flush. Looks too easy. But this region down here, I'm really curious what we're gonna do here. Especially at 64s and 54s. I mean, 21 is pretty, like, I would not say I would fade that. I mean, the problem is, like, when you're fading into a high volume node, which is like the peak of the high volume node is up here, you're trying to fight the current, more or less. I have a big, like, a big problem trying to fade in regions where we're in a high volume node. This is the full session for your information. Why is he looking at the December contract? What is Spin up to? Why is he looking at the December contract? I'm really confused there. Because it is a summation of volume. That's the reason why. So it summates 20 periods instead of having volume.
We are gonna break down, I think.
This is entirely possible. Like, I'm not denying it. Like, if we're looking at the higher time frame of it, it's predominantly just selling. Volume is also picking up when we're hitting this low. Going back to hell. I think, to be honest, we could bounce here. If we just get a good signal here. Technically, that could have been a good signal, but we had an increase in both uptick, downtick. Oh, a downtick in both of them. And not enough of a consolidation. I think that was it there. Somewhere here. To be honest. Need to set up my check further out. Data limiting, and then 90 days. Apply all. Let's see here where it goes. Could be a nice signal. On a higher time frame, it definitely picked up in a different direction. Let's see if they can hold it here. This is where it really starts to become a problem for sellers if it like rips up. And it invalidated itself, I think. Yeah, there it goes. By the way, if you're bored and you want to look at something fun, compress ES to 4 ticks into 1. And then you will see something really fun. It looks hilarious, at least on the Jigsaw DOM, because I just popped it up just to check if you compress it. And just compress NQ by 4 ticks. It looks absolutely fucking marvelous. Bid-ask delta is cumulative delta into... It's basically testing market orders, how it's changing from ticking down to ticking up. Mulo. This is why I didn't like this region, like, because it looked too easy. This is like, technically you could treat that as a consolidation, like a pullback in the trend where you're mean reverting that price is going to continue in the same direction. So you could technically use it in that manner. It just doesn't work very well for me to do it. That's why I usually don't do it. What do you mean fancy variant of simple moving averages? Ryu? I mean, the only reason why I have the bands is just a standard deviation of the VWAP. Like, it's deviation bands from the VWAP. Just to check for, like, how far outside of the norm it is. It's just something that a lot of people look at, hence I have it up. And now we're down 60 points. You like shorting the bottom, huh? People are gonna start fucking doing breakout trading here after a 60-point move. I'm assuming it's demo in that case, Worlds. Well, could be interesting. We'll see. You're having some form of consolidation here on a higher time frame, but I don't know if it's going to hold. Don't think so. Very little interest here. And I mean very little. Only this region had lower interest in participation. That's probably some form of inflection point there. I don't have any idea what they're doing. This is why it's weird trading OPEX. I think this is like a decent trade at least. We'll see if it goes anywhere. I'm guessing like 96 gonna be a good point to take profit if you went long around this region. And I would aim for at least VWAP with the rest. Heavy fucking buying here. Crazy heavy buying. That would have been first target if you're taking anything. Right at the gap. There's also previous resistance for that matter. Like a 12-point trade right there. Does it look on a higher time frame? 1 hour left till Euro close. We're 56 minutes. Think we could have a decent retrace. Don't know how far. I would want to short somewhere, but from just the RTH session, we technically have a opportunity to short 101, but I don't know if it's going to be valid considering the momentum going into the region. We'll see. Technically, it's already like giving a signal here, but I don't know if I want to jump the gun here. I don't know. Weird region. Lower volume. Holy shit, that was a lot of selling. Yep. What the fuck? Okay, I'm getting surprised here. Like, this is really fucking rough. This is like the volume profile is full session. I think taking some profits here, if you're gonna go like if you shorted from 99 is good at 91, and then just setting your stop to break even pretty much, and then letting the rest run is pretty valid advice at least. If you got it in 90, but I don't know what size you're trading, so it's hard for me to say. Check it back. Well, holy shit, this is going I don't have C-Vol up on this. Well, congrats on that one, Ryu. That was a crazy fucking trade. This is going complete ape. I would take some profits here, Ryu, and then like just hold on to a little runner. If you have the possibility to do that. Because it might bounce back pretty heavily. It usually does when their moves are this aggressive. The question is just how long it takes for it to bounce back. I mean, it's just an advice just for risk management perspectives, because you don't want to give back too much. Well, I can tell you that this was the best profit, like best R day I've had in a long time.
Send money.
Send money. I'm currently up just on the RTH about 48R. So it's pretty wild.
Send money. Just throw it out the helicopter. It's okay.
No, this is me getting my paycheck from fucking Powell. Okay? I follow Daddy Powell's advice. You are short the market when it rips too much. It's inflation hedging. That's what I'm doing, okay? I'm contributing to the society by helping Powell. And then everybody else realizes, oh fuck, we should not be long the markets. And then they sell it off for 70 points or so. And my puts, like I added to my put position as well, and it's up big time. Well, still have more room to go. I can still double the size in the position and be fine. No, the options played. The options played. I don't count that into the R. Like that's the 48R is just from futures trading. Didn't do anything else. I don't count that in because it's separate account. But enough sharing of that. It's pretty decent. Should have waited by selling. I added the position in a wrong manner. I'm down a little bit on my put position, like the short puts. I could have added them further down the line, so I could have added I should have added them like now, technically, my shorts. But I wanted to reduce the cost basis, not actually like decrease like. Okay, the way I do it, the reason I do it as a put spread, just straight up as a strategy, is to reduce my cost basis. But you can reduce your cost basis further down the line by just having a put, like a put, and then reducing the your initial cost of the trade by selling the short end of the short leg of the strategy later on down the road when the value of the put increases in value. It's a better option, to be honest, if you want to reduce your overall entry cost. It just provides you with, you have to get the right direction of your initial investment. That's the problem. So, how's everyone's day now? No, I'm not gonna sell an options course. And I'm not selling anything for that matter. I mean, combine farming is a different thing, though. Like if you could set a system so you could have, like, let's say just for passing people's combines, I don't know, like technically it would be not a legal thing to do, so you could not do it. It would technically break the terms of the structure for the combine since you're doing it in someone else's name. You're passing the combine and giving falsehood. Yeah, exactly. So that's the reason why I think it's like not gonna work as well, because what you said, Jasser. That's like all of a sudden 50 people do the exact same trades on the exact same millisecond, and it's executed from the same IP address as well. So if they track that, even. I sold them a trading course where I'm guiding them. Yep. Big